it looks like my grandson is calling. Maybe he wants to come visit me. I just made his favorite cookies. Hello, sweetie. This is Grandma Kitty. Oh, but you already knew that, right? I just baked a fresh batch of your favorite cookies, chocolate chip. What's that? You don't want cookies? Oh, well then what do you want? Oh, old Halloween costumes? Well, you know, Grandma Kitty, I don't like to throw things away if they're still useful, so I'm sure I have some old Halloween costumes around somewhere. Yeah, I can look and see what I can find. And what should I do with the cookies? Eat them? All by myself? Okay, well, all right. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Grandma Kitty's house, and I'm Grandma Kitty, of course. That was my grandson calling, and I thought maybe he wanted to come visit me and have some chocolate chip cookies, but he wants me to find some of his old Halloween costumes instead, and I'm sure I still have some around, because I just don't like to throw things out if they're still useful. And, you know, Halloween costumes only get worn for a couple hours every year, right? Just while you're out trick-or-treating. Yeah, so they're still good. What are you going to be this year? A ghost? Oh, yeah. A witch? Oh, a vampire? Ooh, those sound scary. I'm getting Halloween vibes. Do you know what a vibe is? What's a car? A Pontiac vibe. But not that kind of vibe. No, a vibe is a feeling. You know, like sometimes people give you good vibes and sometimes people give you bad vibes, but I'm getting Halloween vibes. I think those probably would be scary vibes. But, oh, I have a book here I wanted to read you. It's about Halloween. Oh, it talks about a witch and a ghost and a vampire. It's called The Big Pumpkin, and this was written by Erica Silverman. So let's read that together, shall we? Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie, so she planted a pumpkin seed. She weeded and watered, and after a while a spout poked through, and then a pumpkin grew, and it grew, and it grew, and then it grew some more. Oh, it got really big. Soon Halloween was just hours away. The witch thought about pumpkin pie and bent down to take her pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder. But that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the witch. Just then along came a ghost. Big pumpkin, said the ghost. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than you and stronger too, boasted the ghost. Let me try. Humph, said the witch, but she thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the ghost. Just then along came a vampire. Big pumpkin, said the vampire. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than both of you and stronger too, boasted the vampire. Let me try. Humph, said the witch. Humph, said the ghost. But they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. The vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled. First he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the vampire. Just then along came a mummy. Big pumpkin, said the mummy. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than all of you and stronger too, boasted the mummy. Let me try. Humph, said the witch. Humph, said the ghost. Humph, said the vampire, but they thought about pumpkin pie and stepped aside. Oh, the mummy bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled, and first she pulled harder and then she pulled harder, and then the pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the mummy. Just then along came a bat. Big pumpkin, said the bat. The witch didn't say a word. She just looked at the ghost and rolled her eyes. The ghost looked at the vampire looked at the mummy. They all looked at the little bat, and they started to laugh. I may not be big and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. And the bat told them what to do. Humph, said the witch. Humph, said the ghost. Humph, said the vampire. Humph, said the mummy. But they thought about pumpkin pie and bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Ready, set, pull, called the bat. The bat pulled the mummy pulled the vampire pulled the ghost pulled the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled and they tugged and they pulled. First they pulled hard and then they pulled harder, and snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat, said the witch. Whoosh, it flew and it flew. And thud, it landed on top of a hill, and thump, bump, thump, bump, thump, bump, it bounced all the way down to the witch's house. And when it got to her door, that pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat, shouted the witch, and she hurried inside to make pumpkin pie. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun party, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. Drat, said the witch as she watched them all leave. Then she went right out and planted another pumpkin seed. Wasn't that a cute story? Oh, they really wanted pumpkin pie, didn't they? Yeah, well, you know, I think I need to find the box of costumes for my grandson. Oh, hey, would you like to go through them with me? Oh, I think I see them. Hold on just a minute. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, here. Oh, this is a big box of costumes. Oh, let's see what we have here. I bet we can find something for my grandson in there. All right. Oh, look at this. This is a cowboy hat. Yeah, do you think maybe he'd like to be a cowboy? Got a bandana. Oh, he's got a gun. I don't think he wants to be a cowboy. I think that probably he has outgrown those days. Oh, well, look at this. Maybe he'd like to be some kind of a soldier. We got a breastplate and a shield. Oh, and look, here's the face mask. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, and look, we got a sword. Oh, you know, here's that. How about this? He could be a pirate. Oh, let's see what else we have here. Oh, this was one of their favorite costumes. Batman! Yeah, did you ever dress up like Batman? This one is pretty well worn out because my grandson played with it so much he's worn it out. Oh, now look at this. Now this is a nice costume. They wore this last year. Now this is just a long black robe, and I'll show you. You can wear a lot of different masks with it. You can wear a shiny mask like this. This is always one of their favorite masks. Look at that. That one's kind of scary. Or you could be like an evil bunny. Or this is what they wore last year. And this is just, it goes over your face, and I guess you can see through that. But you know, they didn't like it being over their face, so they just put the robes on. And then we stopped at the library to check out their candy, and it was cute. I got a picture of them sitting on the steps to the library with their long black robes on. They look like a bunch of judges at the courthouse. It was really cute. Oh, look at this. Superman. Oh, and here's his cape. Oh, yeah. Oh, this was one of their favorites, too. Look at this. This is Santa. Wait till you see Santa's hair. You can tell that Santa has been worn a lot, because look at Santa's hair. Oh my goodness, it's the same color as mine, but it's a little bit messier. And this is his beard. I think Santa needs a hairdresser. Oh look, we've got Spider-Man. Oh yeah, here's the Spider-Man. Oh, this is all padded, nice and padded. Oh, let's see what oh, this is cute. This is something he wore when he was just a baby, just a little pumpkin. Oh, it looks like we got, oh, an A, so this one must be Captain America. Yep, looks like we got a bunch of superheroes in here. Oh yeah, now here's another one. Now, I'm not so good with my superheroes, but I don't know, what do you think this one is? Maybe Iron Man? Maybe Iron Man? Oh, and this one, they like this one too, but I'll show you. This one, this goes over your face. Now, how do you see through it? How do you know where you're going? My goodness. Oh, and then this one, I think this one might be maybe a Power Ranger. Let me show you the mask. The mask is really cool, but see, it's nice and shiny, and it does have some holes for your eyes, but it was hard to breathe through it because it just had little tiny holes for your nose. So they didn't like wearing that mask either. But oh, this one's cute. Let me show you this one. I think this one's supposed to be a fire-breathing dragon. Oh, well, I don't know. Do you think that he would like one of those? I think he might. I think, you know, even that black robe, he could wear it with any kind of a mask. So, yeah, do you know what some of the most popular costumes are? A ghost, Yeah, and a princess, yeah, and a witch. Yeah, those are very popular costumes. And then like for superheroes, there's Spider-Man and Batman and Captain America or a ninja. Yeah, so we have some of those here too, huh? And then of course when you go out trick-or-treating, you see lots of people dressed like skeletons or goblins or devils with the red horns or aliens or zombies. So how about the Grim Reaper? I've seen a lot of the Grim Reapers out. I think one year my grandchildren dressed as the Grim Reaper and they had that big Reaper pole with them, but I think they've probably broken that. Yeah, but oh yeah. And my granddaughter, she likes to dress like, of course, girl things. Like she likes to be a fairy or a princess. I think one year she was a tooth fairy, and this year she wants to be a bumblebee. I think that would be really cute. Yeah. So, well, there's some ideas that maybe you could use for Halloween. But what do you think my grandson's gonna like? You think he's gonna what, Spider-Man? Yeah, he might. I just don't know. I'll have to wait till he calls back and we'll see. But, you know, Halloween can be kind of scary, you know, because you go out trick-or-treating after dark, yeah, and there's some pretty scary costumes out there, yeah. So today for our Move and Groove, I brought I Will Not Be Afraid, because we don't need to be afraid, right? Yeah, it's really just meant to be a fun holiday where you get free candy, right? I mean, that's what it was all about for me and my kids, going out and getting a bunch of free candy. So now remember that your heart was made to beat and it just loves it when you get up and move around. So hop up off that couch and join me and we'll do I Will Not Be Afraid. All right, let's see what we have here. All right, see if I got room to move and groove around all these costumes. All right, oh, here we go. I will not be afraid, no troubles out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know He's always here. I will not be afraid, no troubles out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know He's always here. How you doing? Are you moving and grooving? Get some exercise? I don't need to worry, 'cause my God takes care of me. Gives me life, He gives me breath, yeah, everything I need. He's got all the power and His power sees me through. Always does exactly what He says He's gonna do. Yeah, He says He's gonna do. I will not be afraid. No troubles out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know He's always here. I will not be afraid, no troubles out there, night and day. No, I will not be filled with fear, since God is always, 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 yeah, I know He's always here. All right, how did you do? Did you get up and move and groove and get some exercise? All right. All right, so let's check our bee bag. Our bee bag are the things we want to be. So let's see what we have here. Here's our bee bag. Oh, this is a good one. This one says, be creative. Oh, do you like to be creative? Do you think that you're a creative person? Oh my goodness, Grandma Kitty is a creative person. Oh, definitely. I can't sleep at night sometimes because my brain just won't shut down. It just keeps thinking and coming up with all these ideas. And sometimes it's very hard for me to get to sleep because I just can't stop thinking about creative things. Yeah, so, there's a lot of ways we can be creative in life. Yeah. This would be a good way to talk about some of the things that maybe you can be when you grow up. So, I have a basket here. Let me get my basket. Those chocolate chip cookies are driving me nuts because they smell so good. All right, so here's my basket, and it says ways to be creative. All right, so let's talk about different ways that we can be creative. I have to move over here so my basket's not in my face. All right, so how about art? Art is a very good way to be creative. Yeah, you could draw pictures or paint or do like sculpting and pottery where you make things, shape things. Yeah, or like there's also like knitting and crocheting. Yes, and sewing. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of ways you can be creative with art. Oh, I can draw, I can paint, but my sister is much better at it than me. But this is a very good way to be creative. Oh, here's another one. Music. Music is another way to be creative. Yeah, if you get really good at music, you could maybe write songs, or if you get really good at playing an instrument, maybe you could be in a band. Yeah, I would like to be more creative with music. Yeah, because that is a great area, great field to be creative in. Oh. Here's Grandma Kitty. I am very creative in the writing department. Oh, yes, I like to write books and children's stories and poems. Oh, there's just so much you can do with the writing. And this is what I get stuck in my head when I'm trying to sleep at night. My brain wants to write books when I need to be sleeping. But you could write newspaper articles for the paper or magazines, or you could write recipes. Some people write recipes and sell recipe books. Or you could do like advertising or write family histories. This is a great way to be creative. Oh, now this is an area I would like to be creative in, dancing, but I'm not very good at dancing. I have 2 left feet. What's that? Oh no, I don't really have 2 left feet. That's just what they say when you try to dance and you're kind of tripping over your own feet. Yeah, no, I'm not very coordinated. I'm not very graceful, and so I'm not good at dancing, but I would like to be. But if you got really good at dancing, you could do like ballet or ballroom dancing, or become a dance instructor. Or if you got really good, maybe you could be on Dancing with the Stars. That would be fun. It's fun to watch anyway. Oh, cooking. Now this is another area where I wish I was a little bit more creative, but I'm just kind of a plain Jane cook. I just am not very creative in the kitchen, but if you were really creative and good at cooking, you could be like a chef in a restaurant, or you could cook for a school or a hospital or a hotel. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, and also like cake decorating. Now, I do have the ability to decorate cakes. Yeah. I don't really have the patience for it though. No, it's, I can make some pretty nice looking cakes, but I'm really not enjoying myself. No, but I think it would be fun to have like a bakery where you could decorate cookies and make cupcakes and be real creative that way. I think that would be a lot of fun, don't you? Oh, how about clothing? Yeah, if you like clothes, maybe you could be like a clothing designer. You could design clothes or shoes or accessories, or maybe have a clothing store. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do in the clothing department if you're creative. You could be a seamstress. Do you know what a seamstress is? She's someone who sews, yeah. So you could be like a seamstress. Oh, now here. This is an area I like to be creative. Photography. I love to take pictures, yeah, and you can just be so creative with pictures, You could maybe even become like a commercial photographer. I mean, they take pictures of like people or places or things, You could take pictures for newspapers or magazines or ads, or if you like taking pictures of people, you could do like family portraits or school pictures. You could be really creative. Oh, I like to be creative in photography. I got a lot of pictures on my phone. Oh, gardening. Yes, I wish I was more creative in the gardening field. If you could be like a landscaper. A landscaper, they can come in and they can transform your yard and make it look so pretty. They can plant bushes and flowers and put rocks in and build rock walls and just make your yard beautiful. I wish I was talented and creative in that area. Or if you like flowers, you could work in a flower shop and arrange flowers. Yeah, that's a good area to be creative. How about jewelry? You could design necklaces or rings or bracelets or earrings. I don't wear earrings. I just can't put something through my ear that just kind of freaks me out. But you know, if you like earrings and bracelets and things, maybe you could design jewelry or run a jewelry store. Oh, how about movies and films. Yeah, if you're good at acting, you know, maybe you could be in the movies or films, or maybe you could become a director or a producer. Do you know what they do? They tell people what to do, where to stand, and how to act. I tell my grandchildren how to act all the time, but I guess I'm not a producer or a director. I guess that's just called discipline, huh? Yeah, but this is a great way to be creative. Well, how about building houses? I think it would be fun to create floor plans and design houses, and you could make a lot of money in the real estate field. Yeah. Oh, now this is definitely not for me. Designing video games. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's got there's a lot of careers here for people who are creative, but you have to understand gaming and you have to be able to create 3D art. And you know what? Grandma Kitty can't even figure out how to play the game, not talking about designing the game. So this is definitely not for me, but if you like video games, this is a great way to be creative. Oh, and how about computers? This is also not for Grandma Kitty. No, definitely not for me. I am creative with other things, but definitely not with computers. But there's a lot of careers that you could have if you are creative with computers. Yeah, but for me, I think I just need to stick with the knitting and the crocheting and baking cookies. Yeah, because I seem to be much better with that. Yeah, but there's lots of ways to be creative. Yeah, maybe you can be creative with your Halloween costume. One year my son wanted to be a lobster, so I made him a lobster. I made some gloves that looked like claws, and I took a coat hanger and made him some antennas and wrapped red yarn around it, so he had 2 red antennas sticking up. It was really cute. And one year he wanted to be a caterpillar, so I made him a caterpillar costume. And you know, if you don't have a lot of creative skills, you can do, you know, just basic things. Like my sister, one time we dressed her up as a middle-aged housewife. You know what we did? We put curlers in her hair, gave her a bathrobe to wear, and put slippers on her feet. And we told everybody she was a middle-aged housewife. That's kind of silly, but creative, right? Oh, wait a minute. My grandson's calling me again. Oh, hello, sweetie. Yeah, I found the box of costumes. Yeah, and probably found something you can wear. Yeah, there's quite a few costumes in there. What's that? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so we have good news and bad news. Do you want the good news or the bad news first? Let's get the bad news out of the way. He doesn't want any of the costumes we just went through. All that work, and he doesn't want any of them. He wants something new this year. So that's the bad news. But the good news is he's going to come over and have some cookies with me, so I don't have to eat the whole plate full of cookies by myself. And I get to have some company. So, I'm so excited. Well, you know, I think that, I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween. And if you know anyone that needs a costume, well, tell them Grandma Kitty's got a whole box full of them. Well, be creative with your costume and have fun, but you be safe out there, okay? Well, have a wonderful holiday, and Grandma Kitty will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.